Hey, how's it going everybody? It's me, Scott. Welcome back to One Last Hand. Welcome back to ISS Vanguard. We are about to do some ship stuff. We've just returned from Palisade and we're about to find out what the heck happens next. We've got all of our crew members out here with all of the available people. The ones who were on the mission last time are in the resting crew. We've got all of the stuff out of our awaiting envelope. We've got a load of research projects and mods and all sorts of stuff. So we're going to be looking at those as we go. But let's just run through these steps, shall we? If you are resuming a save, follow the steps below. Take the awaiting envelope, we've done that. Take the planetary scanner, we've got that over here. Take the energy and success tokens that you had left over. Got those. Take all crew members, we've got all of those. Each crew member from these sections controlling their hand. They are known as available crew. You can only ever have... you have to keep one available at the end of all of this. Go to the bridge. Okay, so here we go. Let's jump to the bridge and see what it has in store for us. Morale. The morale level of the crew of ISS Vanguard is represented by the morale card. Yeah, we don't need to touch that yet. Take all bridge cards, objective cards, secondary objective cards, and... where was I? I've lost the bit I was reading. Take all bridge. I was too busy looking at the cards. Bridge cards, travel text and insert on the reverse side of the card holder. Note: if the slot you're inserting a card into is full, move the existing card from the slot to the bridge card tray. Okay, install bridge upgrades. Take all bridge upgrades. We have one. You might not be able to see this because it's going to be in green. Oh, okay. Improve solar panels, +1 energy whenever you generate an energy pool. The advanced photoelectric inner cooling. I can't read this. Hold on. Inner coating of the Either Void can be replicated to improve the output of Vanguard's solar panels. There we go. We got there eventually. Sorry about that. Okay. Right, so that's that. So we get to install this into our bridge from the sounds of things. Take all bridge cards and insert them into the appropriate slots. Well, you're going to go just here, I guess. There you go. Our first upgrade gives us 1 extra energy. I'd like it if it set it down here a little bit better. It's not on the other side, is it? Is this exactly the same? Yeah. I'd like it if it was a bit clearer down here, just saying +1 energy. But, okay. Have we got anything else? We've got a new objective, so we can take this one out. This was our original objective, which was the next steps, explore the nearest world. We've done that. That used to give us 2 + 1, and this one here is campaign objective. Find more builders' stellies of the nearby worlds. Brimstone in B1, Matchstick in NU4, Everstorm in GYF4, and Atropos in the latter Pegasi system. The stellies that predate the local civilizations have to be part of the builder's plan, whatever it is. So this still gives us 2 command tokens and 1 situation. So we're going to tuck this in here. So we've got our next objective. I'm going to guess this objective goes into the objective cards. I'm going to put it in the exhausted ones. Okay. Bear with me 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. I was struggling to read the cards, so I've just rejigged things a little bit. Okay, what is next? Generate command and energy pools. Place a number of command tokens in the command pool, so we get 2 from here, and that's it. Just 2. Oh, that's disappointing. Oh, they're miles away. Hold on. Okay, good. So we get 2 command tokens, which we'll tuck just here. If we zoom back into the ship, hopefully you'll be able to see that. And then energy, we get 3 + 1, so that's 4 energy. Really hoping for more than that. Okay, and then check situations. Take all situation cards out of the awaiting. We did that last time, so we'd have to worry about it. And place them face up nearby. Resolve the effects text on each situation card in order. Do not discard the card unless the effect structure to. Draw a number of situations equal to your objective card. We've just got the 1. And they come from the possible situations. What ones are they? Future situations, possible situations. Is it these ones? Yes. Okay. What have we got for our possible situations? We just need to take one at random. Please be nice. I don't know if there is nice. The last one wasn't too bad, but... Okay, this is our situation. Vigilante hackers, that doesn't sound great. The Vanguard systems have been breached, but instead of causing malfunctions, mysterious perpetrators improve the efficiency of many systems. Still, people are afraid. Affect lower morale and shuffle this card into possible situations. When solved, you may assign one crew member to gain one command and remove this card from the game. Otherwise, shuffle this card into the possible situation. I mean, we obviously want to go and do that, right? Because it's going to give us more energy, I guess. So we'll keep that one here. So reveal new situation, draw one situations from the objective, possible situations. If morale is very low, draw one additional situation. Read the situations, but do not resolve their effects. Prepare the planetary scanner. Okay. Let me put my possible situations back. There we go. Okay. So we've got vigilante hackers, which they're doing a good job if there's no one out here but us. Okay. Return the landing card to the planetary scanner, to landing cards. We've done that. Go to the star map. Okay, we've got our star map here. So it will say, open the systems map to the page you are on. Here it is. Okay. During this step, you may perform any of the following tasks in whatever order you want, and as many times as you want. This step ends once you have placed a landing card in the planetary scanner. You are unable to perform any other tasks. You can fly to a new system, choose an outbound system. So that's these systems up here. We can go to 81 INI, we can go NTU, 4 Carty, we can go to the Eye of the Storm. So we can go to any of those. And they all have different costs to fly to them, all one in this instance. We can choose a new location, we can fly to the new system. If there is no log, we don't listen to a log, but I think I've missed some logs when we've been playing, but I apologise for that. So, visit a destination within the system. Choose a destination listed in the lower half of the page and pay the listed energy cost to follow the instructions. If the destination depicts a landing icon, take the listed landing icon and place it in the planetary system. So, we have this problem that if we go adrift, we've got serious issues, right? So from our point of view, what we probably want to do is travel to a new location and then see how much it's going to cost to land, because our landing cards, have I got one in here? Maybe, hold on. Have I got a landing card? Yeah, is this a... Let me just see if I can find a landing card for the place we've just been. Here we go. So the landing cards show you a cost of energy, and on the other side it tells you information about those. So last one we went to cost 0 and then 2 to get these two unlocked. So we could have just paid 1 and only known this. But obviously we probably want to know more about when we land, because that was like the effects of not landing, or sorry, the effects of having a rough landing were lose supplies and stuff, I think, from memory. So okay, or take a wound. Okay, so we probably want to move. I'm just going to move this out of the way for a second, because if I flip this over, this tells us to go to 81 Imp System, the NU4 SETI system, or they're the only two that we can go to. So, I mean, I think it makes sense for us to go to 81 Imp, go to page 4. So we're going to pay 1 energy, and we're off to a new system. Here it is. Oh, it doesn't look very nice. Wish I'd have gone to the other one. Oh no, hold on. I'm highlighting the wrong one. Here we go. Okay. So let's tuck this back up here just so you can see it for now. So you can see we've arrived here. Science and recon sections both intercept a strange repeating signal coming from this system. So we've got a few options. Well, number 1 is go to the Tidecaller moon. The vast bodies of liquid water could support life. 0, assign a crew member to go to log 263. So it doesn't cost us any energy, but we can find out some stuff, but we have to spend a crew member. 2, we can go to Brimstone. This young planet is characterized by a heavy geothermal geothermal activity. Scans also reveal rich mineral deposits and a vast cave system, making it a prime target for a ground mission. Landing. So this is number 2. So you can see this one has the landing symbol on it. Landing cards. Place landing card L3 in your planetary scanner. You've got 81 Imp C, which is just underneath this here. So you can see that there. From time to time, this scorching gas giant flings plumes of molten metal into the exosphere. 3 energy to go to that one. Go to log 291. And this planet is just a giant rock floating in space, but its moon is strewn with strange structures. 2 energy. Assign 2 crew members to draw 1 mineral discovery and move it to the gathered discoveries. I mean, we've got crew members, so we can always go here, right, and do this one. And then I think we'll still have enough energy to hopefully land the ship. Is there a log or anything I'm meant to read when I get here? I don't think so. Can't see anything that says read this log. Is it on? Wasn't on the other page, right? No. So there's nothing for us to hear. We've just arrived here, but I think it makes sense for us to go to Tidecaller Moon because we can assign a member of our crew. Let's assign. Have we got any that I don't know which ones are good to get rid of? Because what I mean by that is we've got 3 crew members here in our engineering team, but as you can see here, they've all got different skills. So I don't know what one is good to get rid of. I think I'm going to get rid of Jaromir Gubelov. Right, we're going to assign him so he goes into the resting crew. And we get to go, we're doing this one here, we get to listen to 263. Let's bring out the trusty iPad or tablet. 263.
Mission time. 5 minutes, 21 seconds.
The waves are even stronger than recon and science described. Our lander is in constant danger of sinking. But we must believe it will prevail. We're diving in a minute.
Mission time. 41 minutes, 10 seconds.
The tides are troublesome. We are getting pushed around and almost crashed into rocks several times. It's hard to stay in one place long enough to take samples.
Mission time. 2 hours, 12 minutes, 55 seconds.
Finally, we've gathered something interesting. A sponge-like organism and some porous rocks that resemble Earth's coral reefs.
Mission time. 3 hours, 35 minutes, 18 seconds.
Damn! We can't lift off! The engines are flooded! We need help!
You could have told me not to go. We were going into the sea. Okay, proceed. Gain 1 live specimen discovery. Okay, live specimen. They're over here, so we'll take this one. Oh, we've got a rare live specimen, a glossy-eyed cluster. Ugh. Planetary exploration, you may discard this to gain free supplies. Ugh, we're going to eat this eyeball spider thing. Okay, what do I do with this? I guess I put it in my waiting. Lose 1 energy if you have any. Okay, we wasted energy down there. That's bad news. Okay, and I think that's the thing, right, is we can go to these places and do these things, but they're likely to cause us some problems. I don't know if there's a way that you can say, I've done this one. That would be quite nice, right? Maybe there's a log sheet somewhere. I'll have a little look after we're done. So we've been here. I think we're just going to try and land, right? So we're going to take card, return any landed card, take card L3. So planet cards, L3. Hold on. That didn't look like a planet card. Landing cards. Here we go. L3. Here we are. Oh, don't look at the other side. Great. Okay. And we tuck this into the planetary scanner this way around so we can't see it. Okay. So we know that this first one's going to cost us nothing. So that's fine. We'll tuck this over here out of the way. So I don't think we do anything else once we've done that. Let's just get the tablet out of the way. So we are now attempting to land. So Take the scanner, flip it to the other side of the energy cost, then follow the instructions on the scanner to scan the landing card. You may assign one or more crew members on a scanner. I forgot I could do that, so we maybe could have gone elsewhere. But so first things first, 0 energy. So we're going to move this one up. We're then going to spend 1 energy to look at the next one. And then we're going to spend 1 more energy to look at the last one. So we could have maybe taken a bit more time elsewhere. But what does it tell us? Brimstone. That was where we were going, right? Yes, Brimstone. Do not read until instructed, 267. Is this a log number? Maybe, I don't know. Maybe that's why I didn't... should we try it? 267.
We're approaching our target, Vanguard.
Starting orbital maneuvers. Brace for deceleration.
This place looks like hell. We're detecting high concentrations of sulfides in the atmosphere.
Okay, so I don't think we do this bit. We've got the info, but that will take us down. So landing, they advise shields. So we've got a landing mod that gives us 2 extra shields. Frequent checks will be pickaxes and navigation, gathering and navigation. These are the biomes, little flowery ones. And weather, a wandering threat is down here, and science and eyeballs are advised. Okay, so we know what's going to happen when we land. We've now done this page. We can turn it over. So, ship facility. So we've done this bit before. We've got 2 energy to spend. Let's have a look at what we've got. We've got the situation. If we can go and deal with this, we're going to get an energy if we assign a crew member there. So probably for the best to do that, right? What else have we got? I wonder if I don't think the crew member I put in was level 2. We've then got some tech level stuff. I don't know when I could have... Oh, I guess I could have put this in earlier, right? Hold on. Let's just jump back. Because I think I could have put this in here, right? Take all bridge cards, tech level cards, and insert them into the appropriate. So this tech level, we should have had 4 things. Because that goes in there. And this, I think, goes over there. But we'll sort that out later. So we should have 1 more energy. But I think we can, and we might be able to carry it over. You know, it's my fault for not putting it in there. So what else have we got? We've got our situation. We have our research project. So alien tech discovery, cost-free, mineral discovery. So I'd like to go to research, but we've also got these, which are all production things. So I'd like to go to that as well to get more gear, etc. to advance us into better missions. Lastly, it would be nice to have an extra person, because then we can do more stuff when it comes back to that. But I think first things first, let's go, because we know we're going to be able to solve the first situation for free. I'm going to spend 1 command token to go to the situation room, which is number 17. So 17 is here. The situation room. Apply the when solved effect for 1 situation card above the ship book. If an effect requires a choice to be made in the security section, players make that. So our issue here was you assign 1 crew member to gain 1 command token. So I need to assign another crew member. I've got 3 over here in science. So I guess we'll assign Sophia Ben. Oh, you can't see her. Sophia Ben. She's rank 1. But I think we'll assign her into resting crew. Oh no, hold on. Yeah, we needed to do that here, right? You assign 1 crew member to gain 1 command token and remove this card from the game. Okay, so that one is done. So our thing is sorted, and we've got 2 command tokens again. Okay, so we go back to page 6. That's not page 6. That's page 6. Okay, perfect. So we've been to the situation room. I guess research might be good, but should we go to production first? Because we'll be able to use people to get stuff out. I don't know what we have to do for research. Let's go. We haven't done research. Let's go to research. Okay. Install research projects. Take all research projects cards out of the awaiting envelope and insert each into an empty slot on page 9. If there are not enough slots, return any remaining research projects to the envelope. Complete a research project. Pay the discovery cost on the research project card on page 9 and take it from the slot. If there are any other research projects on page 9 that share the same keyword in the top right of the card, you may pay their listed discoveries to take them as well. Okay. To pay the discoveries cost, take the required discovery cards from the gathered discoveries card tray B and return them to the discoveries. Okay, so we have gathered discoveries over here. So we've got these ones, an alien tech and a mineral tech. And we've now got this live specimen. Okay, so what does this one tell us? Is this the right way round? No. Okay, so that might explain what we're looking at here. So cost 1 microorganism. We don't have any of those, so we can't do biomedical enhancements. So this one will stay where it is. Okay, let's have a look at what else we've got then. So we have cost 1 alien tech. So we do have this. This dealer was brought from the planet's surface, warrants further study. Okay, so we've got that. We've got this one, which is free, analysing the message. Is there someone we might have missed in the recordings the builders left for us? So we've got that. We've got this one, which is the cost is a mineral discovery, which we have as well. We've taken samples and scans on the Eye of the Void. What can we learn from them? And then we've got another research project, which is the cost mineral and alien tech, I assume. Either or, I'm not sure. We'll find out. Scintillating crystal shard. Due to the unusual properties, this sample taken from the Palisade could help us improve our existing laser technologies. I'm going to guess this is both, but I don't know. Let's see what the book says. So, pay the discovery cost of any one research project on page 9 and take the card from its slot. If there are other research projects on page 9 that share the same keywords shown in the top right corner of the card, you may pay their listed discoveries to take them from their slots too. To pay a discoveries cost, take the required discovery cards from the gathered discoveries and return the discoveries card to card A. Some projects require you to spend rare or ultra rare discoveries. Check the front of the discovery card for the requirements, then flip. You may assign available crew members to do lab work. Choose a slot on page 9 and assign available crew members whose convert icons match one printed on the, and then pay the discovery cost of the research project in the chosen slot. Take the card, flip it, resolve it, and then remove it from the game. So I'm guessing this doesn't have to be the same type. So we could go in, let's pay the discovery cost of any one research. If there are any research projects on page 9 that share the same, and then the next one is you may assign available crew members to do lab work, choose a slot on page 9 and assign an available crew member whose convert icons. I don't know if that needs to be the same type or not. So I'll find that out, but we should figure it out, because ultimately if we're going to do the free one, which is analyze the message, it gives us a bridge upgrade and a research project, that could cause us a problem later down the line, right? Because we're not going to be able to do any others, whereas we've got one that requires a mineral discovery. I need to find out two things. Is the cost on this one, both of these, which I assume it is, although I'd expect to see a plus here, and if we get someone to go and do this one, for example, for free, and it's the top, so it's the top right, it's the builders one, right? So we've got bio up here, then we've got builders up here, and then we've got materials here. So I can't do all of these unless this is you can do one or the other. And equally, could we then assign 2 people matching these symbols to get rid of it? Let me just find those things out. Okay, we're back. So the cost here can be a completely different type of card. So let's say we research the materials one. We could then assign 2 workers to do a builder's action, and the cost obviously is all of the cost printed rather than one of. So what are we going to do here? So, it's a tough one, right? We've got this free one, but this feels like a bit of a waste of an action to come here and do, although, you know, build bridge upgrades, we probably should do it sooner rather than later, right? And equally, I don't know if we've been really lucky, but we've got 2 rare discoveries, and none of these require rare discoveries, so do I want to hold on? The other one we could do is this one here, which is the materials from Eye of the Void, so maybe this could really help us with equipment and stuff. Let's do the free one first. Let's tuck. I'm going to tuck this one in here, maybe, because we can decide after we find out about that if we're going to do anything. Don't know if it matters where the other ones go, really. We've got some of these, so we'll tuck you in here. This one's really tough for us. Maybe we'll tuck you up here, because I know we've got some of those things. And this one is the free one that we're going to do, so it doesn't matter where we put it. Okay, so we've put them in there. We are going to do this research project. So we then have to choose if we're going to pay for something. So we could pay a science and a shield if we wanted to do this one. We have the mineral, and it's a plain mineral. We've taken some samples of the Eye of the Void. Let's do this one. Why not? We'll pay these 2 guys. Probably going to come back to bite us for the production, but maybe we won't produce the things that we're currently producing because we want other stuff. Okay, so we have got 2 research projects. Our first one was this one here, which is the additional data recovered from the message helped us better understand what the builders attempted to do. Go to log 100. Okay.
Research log 18C.
When analyzing the message, we discovered that the order in which the builders placed worlds on their list wasn't accidental. Though at a different distance from the Eye of the Void, they form an ideal chain for gravitational slingshots to accelerate the journey through them. Using this information, we were able to develop an idea for an improved bridge star map, which would make our journey more efficient. But there was also one thing that began to greatly disturb some members of the security section. The Earth was too far from the Eye of the Void for our 20th century radio and TV broadcasts to reach it. It had to intercept them in some other way. We believe the most likely answer is the builders left an object hidden deep in our solar system. We've sent an FTL probe with a message to Earth, advising them to look for this hidden observer, but it will take a long while for the probe to reach them. On a more private note, I noticed a worrying trend. Some crew members are growing increasingly obsessed with the builders and their plans.
Okay. Move the B07 bridge upgrade advanced star map from the bridge cards to the awaiting envelope. Okay. Let's have a look at what we've got here. So B07. We'll have a look at this next time. Rather than go through it right now. Oh no, let's have a look at it now. So advanced star map. Reduce the cost of travel to any outbound system by 1 to a minimum of 1. Utilizing calculations performed, etc, etc. So okay, move the research card. R07, extreme biome survival. I got research over here. Yes, it's behind this one. R07. They're not research. These are research. Okay. R03, R07. So this one here. Cost 1 alien tech, 1 microorganism, 1 flora. Extreme biome survival. We have a lengthy list of extreme worlds to visit. We must prepare. Okay, so this goes into the waiting envelope as well. Okay. Shuffle the ship S11 situation, builder's cult, into future, from future thingies. I don't know why I put this away. It's in here. So sorry, that didn't make much sense. So from future situations, we need to find their research. Okay, from future situations, we need to find S11. S11, okay. We won't have a look at that one just yet. and we need to shuffle it into possible situations right now. So we'll just tuck it in there, and that's everything on that card. Okay, great. So we've got a cult. Okay, great. So that was analyzing the message. So the next one we're doing is this, right? We've taken alien samples from the Eye of the Void. We'll flip this over. Exotic carbon allotropes used by the builders in their sphere allowed us to create a new family of unique materials. Move the following cards to the awaiting envelope. B01 reinforced hull and R08 improved landers. So B01 I'm guessing is a bridge card. Bridge upgrade, reinforced hull. Here we go. So let's have a quick look at this one. The Vanguard may now fly to dangerous systems or destinations. Yellow outbound option. Okay, improved structural integrity. So that goes into the envelope here as well. And then finally, research projects R08. Okay, so we've got this one here as well, which is improved landers. Knowing more about the worlds we are to visit, we should be able to come up with some new lander and module designs. Grants production projects. Okay, so that goes into the bag as well, right? Okay, so these two are done. So I'm going to assume we can tuck these in the out of the game box. That's everything. We can't do anything else here. I mean, we could spend 2 more people. I don't think that's necessarily wise. Although I could spend Avery Dodge over here, and so if I wanted to, I could spend these 2. I still have to pay the cost, right? So I can't do that at all. Okay. Okay, so we're done here. We go back to ship 6. Here it is. Okay, so we've done the situation room, we've done the research lab, we've spent our command tokens. We've got one left, which I think we want to go to. We've got 2 choices, right? We either go to the recruits and see if we can train someone, or we go to the production, and I think that's what we're going to do. So number 12 we're going to. Production complex. Page 13 is where production projects are placed that are ready for production. Page 14 consists of 3 rows. The top rows are used for the production upgrades. The bottom 2 rows are for the production crew. Gain new production projects. Take all project cards out of the awaiting envelope and insert into an empty ready for production slot on page 13. Okay. So what we got? Our production researchers are these 3 here. So we've got this is an upgrade. Oh, you can't see any of those. This one is an upgrade. So we don't do that until step 2. So gain new production. We've got this one, which is starting stage 3, and this one, which is starting stage 2. So we can tuck this one in here. And we can tuck this one in here. Perfect. So that's that. Install project upgrades. So this is the dual production lines. Empty slot on page 14. So we can put that in here. Okay. And then we progress current projects. Move all production projects in production queue slots from on page 14, 1 slot to the right. So the Pelican lander is now here. Choose any number of production projects on page 13 and place them in their listed starting slots if any are available. If the listed starting slot is unavailable, and then we can boost production. So we've got 2, 2 and 3. We can take all of these based on we've got available slots now, because now we have 2 planned. So this one could go in 3 here. The 2 lines, queues. This one can go in stage 2 here, and this one, if stage 2 isn't available, we can move it along 1. So I'm actually going to put you in here. I'm going to try and put you in here and put you in here. Okay. So that's that done. And then start new projects. Choose any number of projects in page 13 and put them in page 14 if the listed slot isn't available. Yep. You may assign crew members to work in assembly. Choose a production project on page 14 and assign available crew members whose convert icons match the ones printed on the card. Then move the card one slot to the right. So, if we wanted this one, we need people with wrenches. I have no people with wrenches. If we want this one, we want people with pickaxes or or compasses. I've only got one person with a compass and I don't have anyone extra. So going to this before we went to the other place might have been wiser. But that said, we might well have got research things on the other pages, right? We might have got projects. So I don't think there's anything I can do here. I think we just have to wait because I can't advance these past these. I've only got you who can do you're the only person left in security, so I can't use you. And I don't have any wrenches, so I think that's us done here, unfortunately. Let's just jump back to this page and see. We've got a load of things coming up though, right? Return to page 6 of the book. Here we are. This goes away. And ship management. Discard any energy and command tokens remaining in the pool. That's a bit disappointing. Place all success tokens remaining in the pool token bag. We can do that. And place that in the awaiting. Place all situation cards in the awaiting. I don't have any because we solved them, thankfully. Okay. Go to page 18. Hangar. Okay, here we are. Take all lander cards out of the awaiting envelope and insert them. We don't have any. Install lander mods. So we've got another lander mod here, which is emergency broadcast. Okay. Repair landers. None of them are damaged as far as I'm aware. Choose a lander. We only have the one. So this is our Space Ranger. That's going to be flying with us. Choose a lander. After reviewing the information, so we know on this planet, let's just put this here so you can see it. We know on this planet we're going to need to be able to land, and that's going to require shields. We've currently got 2, but we can boost that, and then we know what checks we're going to have. So from our point of view, we should just be putting the lander mod in for that. Choose a lander, customize lander. Choose a lander mod from page 21 and place them in here. So we're going to take the heavy plating. Okay, is there anything else? There are no free slot cards there. No, choose a lander, place them. These are all, this is a utility mod, okay. So this one is a utility mod. We should have a little look at this. This is crew members may discard 1 charge each and move this mod to a waiting envelope, gain 2 supplies. So we can put that in our utilities, and that just means we've got extra supplies if we need them, if we're in a real pinch. Go to page 23, mission launch procedure. Okay, if the Planetopedia is not open, go to step 3. Prepare the awaiting. The information on the reveal part of the landing card in the Planetary scanner may provide you with more information about what awaits you on the planet. Use this information to assemble the right crew. Didn't it say? Okay. Do not read briefing until instructed. So we know that Sciency and eyeballs are recommended. So we've got Abby Knight here. So one of the things I'm thinking is we don't have a level 2 in engineering, so I think we should take someone from engineering, and maybe that someone could be Abby Knight. She's got the blue symbol turns into eyeball. She's got a load of blue dice, and spend 1 charge to assist a crew member on their turn. Spend 1 charge to choose a crew member assisting you and turn 1 of their results into any result. So probably not massively useful for us, but she does have the eyeball. Failing that, we do have Saba, who spend 1 charge to assist a crew member in any sector, and she does have the eyeball. The other thing we know is the pickaxe, and I don't think we've got any other than engineering. So engineering's definitely going. The question is, do we spend you, who does have the eyeball, or do we take Avery, who doesn't have the eyeball, but does have a pickaxe? And Saba from science does have the eyeball. So there is an argument to take science and engineering, but that would mean we haven't leveled up scouting at all. Okay, we're going to take Avery and we're going to take Saba. Okay, so we have chosen these 2 to go on our voyage. Prepare the away team with the information provided. Each player selects 2 of their available crew members to take part in the away team. Return any remaining crew members to the resting crew. So still no one from Recon going out on a mission. They must be loving it. Maybe they're all part of the cult. Okay. Return each crew member. Each player takes a crew board and a member in the away team. Each player fills their crew board with a section dice. We've done that. Each player creates a section deck of 10 cards. Only those that have a rank equal to or lower may be included. Load the lander. Take all equipment cards from the armory. I forgot about that. Armory. Okay, these are our equipment cards. So we need the yellow and purple one. So we are taking a construction arm, convert something into a wrench. Not massively useful. And a portable AI. Whenever you make a dice check on a flagged sector, you may re-roll 1 from your spent pool. That is quite nice. And this isn't a discard. Neither of these are discards. And then we can't take the jetpack or the adrenaline shot because they're not people going on those in those sectors. And then we've got 2 medikits, so we'll take those as well. We'll tuck them on our lander. Okay. Let's tuck our card back in the planet scanner. So that was that. Load the lander. We've done all of that. No, the equipment depicts section yet. Strap in. Check the upper part of the landing card. It contains the number of the log with a briefing. Okay, I think this is the bit I missed last time. So 267.
Vanguard, we are detecting substantial amounts of space debris on our approach vector, beginning evasive maneuvers.
That was it? That was it. Does your lander have at least 4... let's tuck this one over here. Does your lander have at least 4 armor? Well, the answer to that is yes. And 4 maneuvering? No. On the lander, place a marker in the starting space indicated with S on the landing track. So we can put this here. Hopefully you guys can see that. Okay. If there's more than one option available, you can choose an option. You cannot choose an option to fully resolve. Roll the danger die. If more than one option is available, choose one. You cannot choose an option to to fully resolve. In rare cases where a crew member would gain a 4th injury, ignore that injury. Okay, so we roll this. We got the single pointy one. Cargo damage. That doesn't sound great. Lose 4 supplies, reduced by our cargo, our structure, which we've got 4 of, so that's good news. Progress the landing marker. Okay. Have you reached the landing space? No. So we're going to roll this again. Okay, this one's the 3 one. That seems bad. Optimal trajectory, no fire. I thought it was this one. God damn it. Okay. Extinguish if the shield thing is 4, or if the shields are 4 or more, 1 crew member exhausts the die. Otherwise, 1 crew member burns an injury or gains an injury. Okay, so because our shield is 4, 1 crew member discards a die. Is that loses a die entirely? I think it might be. Hold on. I think it's lose it from this game rather than put it in your thing. Sacrifice a die. Return 1 die to your section compartment of the colour shown. Oh man. Is this all of these? Cut the section off. Return 2 random equipment cards to the armory. Okay. So I think what this is telling me is, let's just zoom in a bit, sorry. This is telling me that I can extinguish it if my shields are 4 and 1 crew member loses a die and otherwise 1 crew member gains a burn injury. So I have to do both of those, or I could lose 2 random equipments from the supplies. I mean, one of these is no, these are definitely pointless because they're not in it. One of these is completely pointless. Like, well, not completely pointless. The convert to a wrench is pretty rubbish unless we really need it. But maybe we just lose a die. I don't really want to lose a die, but maybe we lose a die. Problem is, I don't really want to lose any of these die here because they're really useful for getting combinations of stuff, right? And having if you don't get it, it counts as this. Maybe the Vanguard die, but that's really useful when you're in a pinch. And the rest of the stuff we need. Do I lose 2 supplies? I mean, we do have a way of getting supplies back, right? We've got a way of not using supplies, but she's only got 1 charge. So losing 2 supplies actually only becomes losing 1 supply. I think we'll do that. Let's lose 2 supplies. This is probably horrendous, but let's do that. So we go from 6 down to 4. I need dice for charges. Charges over here as well. So 1 for you and 3 for you. Okay, so that's that done. Cut the section off. Return 2 random equipment or lose 2 supplies. So we've done that. Progress the lander marker 1. We're still not even there yet. No, this could be horrendous. Okay, just 1 little thing. Critical hit. Okay. Okay, good. Expose the cockpit if shield is 4 or more. If shield is 4 or more, each crew member spends a die. Okay, we can do that. So let's get rid of this one and this one for now, shall we? Okay. Although you're both beneficial when you've got dice to roll, so let's put that there. Okay, I think that's fine. Otherwise, each crew member gains a wounded injury. Open the ship book at page 19. Handcar, flip the lander to damaged. We'll expose the cockpit. Is shield 4 or more? Yes. Each crew member discards a die. Have we reached the landing space? Yes, thankfully. Open the Planetpedia to 8 and 9. Roll D10 to check the result. Okay. I'm going to put a pause in here. We'll move everything around. We'll get everything set up and we'll be back. Okay, we are back and we're all set up as far as I can tell. We are landing in this location here. We need to roll this D10 and check the result. We got a 9. Don't know if that's good or bad. Nothing happens. If a dust storm is the first threat you've encountered, remember to check the threats rules in Chapter 3 of the rulebook. Open the ship book at page 24 and perform Begin Planetary Exploration Procedure. What? What does ship page 24 tell us other than just crack on with it? We'll just read it just in case. Page 24. Mission launch procedure. Okay, prepare the planet board. Take the planet the record sheet for your current planet. and use it to restore. We haven't got one. Populate the right side of the planet board with the indicated unique discovery. Place them face down, so we hadn't done that. Place them face down, so the unique discovery is 4 and 6. Where is unique discoveries? Are they in these? Oh, we need our event cards. Haven't got any of these. Okay, there's event cards. We need the injuries. I'm sure we'll need those this time around. We'll grab those, especially if there's another threat. Mission. So we're going to need a mission. Mission M10. Okay, there's a few M10s. Okay. Why is there multiple M10s? That doesn't sound great. And what are we looking for? Unique discoveries. I've got them over here. So unique discoveries 4 and 6. So there's 4. And there is 6. Okay. Don't know if it matters what order they go in. So populate the right side of the board with a mission card, global condition cards. We don't need one because there's one printed here for now. Place the lead bag. Sure, it contains the 20 lead tokens. Shuffle all 5 discovery decks. Shuffle the event deck. Place it to the left of the planet board. I think I need to shuffle the mineral one because we put one back in there, right? And maybe the alien tech one, I can't remember. Okay. Shuffle the event deck, place the injuries deck, disembark, unless your lander has already been placed on the planet. Unless your lander has already been placed on the planet, as indicated by the briefing log, place it in sector that depicts the lander. Okay. If the crew minis on the away team have not yet been placed, place them on the player board. Take the rank up cards from the tray, shuffle them and draw 2 at random. As a group, choose 1. Okay, so we've got to do that. I completely forgot all of these steps. Right. Number 1 is rank up. Flip this card if you have 3 live specimen discoveries on your lander board. Okay, and the next one is anytime during planetary exploration, only in a sector with these symbols, do a shield plus eyeball plus science to flip this card. I mean, they both feel unlikely. Let's take the end of it. If we've got 3 live specimens, does this place look like it's got live specimens? No idea. Let's tuck this over here beside let's tuck it here beside the lander. Right, then we know it's there. Okay, that feels somewhat unlikely for us to do, but we'll keep an eye on that. Okay, disembark, done that. Note that if there are no more rank up cards in the tray, take all the rank cards that have been removed from the game, shuffle them and add them to the rank up. Players divide personal equipment. Each crew member places a turn token. We need those. They're over here. So we've got a turn token, a turn available, and 2 actions left and a start token. I need to use these to make sure I don't skip turns. Okay. The recon section player chooses a crew member to go first. We don't have them. Planetary exploration. Follow the rules in chapter 2. Okay. So we haven't listened to these yet, right? So 440. Is that liftoff? Is that the landing on the planet? Because the evac... Oh no, it must be leave, right? This must be when you complete, and this must be when you if you have to get rescued, I'm guessing. We'll just listen to the start of it and see if... In fact, I'll pause. I'll just listen to the start and see if it's something we need to know. Okay, so yeah, we're going to have to wait to play that. That's if you leave. I think that's if you get rescued, maybe, or something along those lines. Okay, so let's place our minis on here. I'll put them here so we know that we're in this section here. Hopefully we can zoom in a bit. Okay, we are on the fractured plane over here. What do I do with missions? Random mission card M10. So I've got 3 of them. I guess we just choose one. There's 3. So let's choose this one. Okay. Mission. Should we choose to accept? Our mission is to land and survey the surface, gathering any resource samples we can. Must have at least 3 discoveries on your lander board. When complete, you fulfill the objective. Discard this mission and gain 1 Success. Okay. So we'll tuck that one there, so we know what we're doing. Okay, so we are on, let's just read it, a very young, violent planet, categorized by heavy seismic and geothermic activity. Its acidic atmosphere is rich in corrosive sulfides. Scans also reveal rich mineral deposits, vast cave systems, and liquid water pools. Everything we need for life, right? Okay, what are we doing down here? So finding a way off this plateau will take time. What hides within its deep, dark ravines is what we've got in the bottom section here, which is where we're both currently standing. So we cannot move until we do this. Once we do, we'll be able to move. To move, we have to spend a die to move to a connected sector. Is that what that means? Or roll the danger die. I'm pretty sure that's what that means. Spend a die. Is that what? Okay. I mean, it hasn't got the symbol. A section die of any colour cost. So we just have to use a die, I think. I don't know if we have to make a die roll, but I think we just have to use die. But it doesn't have the spend die icon in that bottom corner. So I'll have a quick check of that in a bit. But we've got our own problems here first. We need a red and a green die to replace this with card P08, which is likely to allow us to move. We've got this down here. If we had two science symbols, we would be able to, two navigation symbols, we'd be able to gain a unique discovery. Or if we roll two reds, we can gain two microorganism leads and replace them with random P160 card. So I think it makes sense for you to go first because you've got two reds and a green. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to let Avery go first. She is going to be the start player. She is going to take action 1, which I think is going to be... Can I do... So this isn't a special action. Okay. But if we do this, this then becomes something different, right? But we may as well do it. We may as well roll two reds, right? So let's take these two and we'll roll both of these. There's no hope of us getting that because we don't have a Vanguard, unless both of these roll Vanguards, which obviously is fairly unlikely. Okay, we got a accident, which does cause us a problem. But I guess we choose which action we're doing. We're doing this bottom action, so there is no symbol for that. We can re-roll a dice to draw two cards. We can discard a danger die. We didn't have to roll. Oh, we did have to roll it. Hold on. So let's say we spent this to ignore this danger die from our pool. So we would have rolled it, but we've decided not to. We've got two symbols that we can use to complete this result. So we are going to get two microorganism leads. So I almost picked up the cards. That's not what we want. We need to reach into this bag. And we have a 1. And we have a 1, and it will get shuffled back into the bag. So we've got two microorganism leads already. Okay. And replace with a random P160 card, which must mean there's a few P160s. Okay. P160. What have we got? P160, P160, P162. There's only two, okay. Okay, this is the one we're putting down. So this is a strange drone. A small artifact of alien technology lies on the ground, lies ground into tiny pieces and scattered over a large area. So pickaxe and eyeball will gain a success and 3 alien tech leads, and go to log 14, go to log 195. So let's replace this card. So that was Avery's first action. Now what do we do? You can't take another special action, so we could just move you to the vents, or we can move you here. Bear with me 1 second, I just want to check something. Okay, we're back. Sorry, I just wanted to check. Oh, that's not quite in shot. I just wanted to check this symbol down here. So what you can see is there is a dice symbol, and it says move to a connected sector. And then here it says roll the danger die, but it's only if we do this. So this is a dice check that we have to do. And if we get a fail or an accident, we then have to roll the danger die. So I guess it makes sense for you to move, Avery, I think, from our point of view. We're currently here. Where would we like to go? We can go to log 25, or we can go and explore the vents. This would require a green, a red, and a blue, which we don't have. But if you got a navigation, which you're unlikely to get, and a basic symbol, you'd be able to gain 2 microorganism leads, which would be really useful. So let's travel here. We are going to roll a die. So let's roll this one. And we're just hoping for no accident symbols. Great. Okay. I can re-roll a green one. Do I have anything else that helps? I don't think so. So I think we are rolling the danger die. Here we go. It's a 3-pronged symbol. We are using set A of the danger die, which is this one here. There is no 3 prong, so we're okay. We do have to spend this die. So that goes there, but we have successfully traveled. Oh no, yeah, we can travel now because we got rid of that card. We have successfully travelled here. That is both of our actions. Our turns are done. We are going to draw an event card. So let's give these a quick shuffle and hope for something good, shall we? Don't know if there is anything good in these, but here we go. Vertigo. If no icons match this location, so none of those are on there, we pass the time track by 1. So we just move that up there. Jobs are good in. Okay. Put these event cards back over here. Put the danger die there, and we'll put our exhausted cards there. Okay, so that is you done. We can bring this over to Saba. And Saba is over here. I think she's going to roll 2 blues to see if she can go to this log. I mean, it'd be good to do the top one, right? But I'd need a blue one to get a basic symbol to be able to turn that to an eyeball, and I'd need a Vanguard. So maybe I'll roll 3. I'm going to roll the Vanguard and 2 blues. Because if I can get a Vanguard or a couple of Vanguards, will be great. Okay, good. What cards have I got? Please tell me I've got something good. If your sector have at least 2 biomes, re-roll 2 dice. That sounds perfect. So this is one of the different cards that aren't the basic. The basic cards are with this symbol. So we're going to re-roll these 2. We'll keep this one. Oh man. Re-roll a red die. That doesn't help me at all. So, okay. Well, we do not gain this top one, but we do get to do the bottom 2 by using these 2. I don't think this is going to go very well. So we get to go to log 14. Is mission card M34 revealed?
Away team exploration report 31F.
An exciting find. We've come upon pieces of clearly alien technology. Dust storms and rolling rocks damaged it severely, but preliminary analysis of the remains indicate it was some kind of miniature drone. Too small to have come from space. We tuned the scanners to the unusual radioactive elements found in the drone's coils, and we've detected similar signatures in the vicinity of a large volcano visible on the horizon. Either the drones came from there, or they were studying the volcano. Either way, visiting it might be worthwhile.
I don't know if going to a volcano sounds wise. Okay, gain 1 success. Don't mind if I do. Where will we put these? Let's put these up here in the top corner. We'll show you that in a second. Place mission card M31 next to the planet board. Okay, mission card M31. What the heck do the mission cards look like? Not in that box. Okay, M31. Here's M31. We know that miniature drones of extraterrestrial origin once studied the nearby supervolcano. Visiting it could yield more pieces of alien tech or reveal what they were studying. Fully explore the sector with the wing symbol. Once you fulfill this objective, you will discard it. So we'll tuck that beside our board. We've now got 2 missions ongoing. Okay. So we'll put our successes up here, and we'll put them up here. We've got loads of room, right? We'll put them here. We'll also put the rank up card here, which was gain 3 live specimens. We've got 0 at the moment. Feels increasingly unlikely that they're going to be hanging around with a volcano that's clearly been fairly active. Right, so this we replace with another P10. Which is, replace this card with P10. Points of interest, P010. Okay, there's a few P10s, so we'll take one at random, shall we? We'll take this one. Okay, desert. Doesn't sound great. Okay. So we'll keep that just over here for now. Okay. The sand is coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere. Each crew member who ends their turn in this sector gets has to spend a die. So we need to get to this location to do our second mission, which means going this way or this way. Okay. So I think we're going to move, right? That feels like the most sensible thing to do. We're going to go this way, which means we need to do a dice check. So we've done our action 1. Let's do action 2. Let's just roll a... Doesn't really matter. Let's roll this green die, I guess. Okay, so no accident, so we don't need to worry about it. We move to here and we go to log 25.
Away team, exploration report 27C.
While exploring a rocky area, we located an entry into a large cave complex. It includes structures consistent with the effects of water erosion. Caves sprawl in all directions. Analyzing them could derail our mission, but liquid water environments offer a high chance of encountering life.
Okay, place card 080 in this sector. I don't know what I meant to do in this situation. 080. Okay, there's only one of those, and that's this one here, a cave system. Tunnels extend deep into the planet's crust. Map the caves. Gain 1 mineral lead if we get a compass or navigation. Go to log 7. Lose 1 supply or roll the danger die. Okay, if we get accidents. So this goes here, and you go there. Yeah, I don't know what goes in this space. What do we put up there? Does anyone know? Okay, so that's that done. Now what are we doing? So that's our second action with you. So we are taking an event card. Okay, are we in a location with this symbol? Yes, we are. Hurricane. Discard every lead token from discovery decks. Each crew member may roll the damage die, the danger die, any number of times to save 1 lead token. You know what? They're only worth 1. I think I'm okay with it. I think I'm okay with it. I know we shouldn't be, but I think I'm okay with it. Means the time track doesn't advance. We don't roll the danger die, although the results for the danger die are fairly low. Okay, that's us done. So we're back to us. We get to choose who's going to be the start player. We're going to need to rest. I am going to rest with... I'm going to rest with you, I guess. We're going to need a blue one, so let's take this. So I can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can get 4 dice back, 3 rounded up, right? So that's 1, 2, 3, and I guess you 4, right? Okay, so that's our first action done, which was a rest. We've lost our supply, so we're down to 3 supplies. We do have a way of getting some more. And ultimately, we could have spent your charge. So let's do that. We'll put that back to 4, and we'll spend our charge to not use supplies. Okay, so we've rested, and now we could aim for Vanguards, which seems like a sensible option. But I guess we're going to roll all 3. Oh, we rested, so we get to draw a card. During a dice check, re-roll 1. Okay, love that. Okay, so look, we need to roll a green, a blue, and a red, so we may as well do that. Any accidents are going to cause us a problem, but I think we're good to go. We've got 1 action left. Here we go. Okay, interesting. So we have got the top result, which you probably can't see very well. Here we go. We've got the top result, which is explore the vents. Scans indicate vigorous biochemical activity. We get 2 microorganism leads, and gain a success, and replace this with P162. Okay, so let's reach back in the bag for replacing those leads, shall we? See how it goes. Okay, we have a 2. We'd have completed it if we'd have just saved one of them, and a 1. Nice. So this goes back in the bag. This gets discarded. We'll put our bag back over there, and we gather 1 microorganism. We've got an ultra rare, like a Pokemon we're collecting. Builder's Genocide. Planetary exploration. You may discard this to gain 2 successes. That doesn't feel like it's going to be massively like what we want to do. We're going to put that over here for now. So that's now in our thing. So we did that. We gain 1 success, which we'll put up here. None of these are going for successes, right? Have at least 3 discoveries on your landable. We've got 1. So we've got another success. We need live specimens. We've only got microorganisms, so it's unlikely we can do the rank up. So we've got 1 success. We go to card P162. 162. Okay, here is card P162. A bacterial colony. Okay, so to take the samples, we can eyeball and science. We can gain a unique discovery. Great. And 2 greens and a blue gain 2 microorganism leads and replace with card P10. Okay, so this goes here. We stay on that symbol. We've used our rest, and we've done this. These will go into our thing here. However, before we do that, I could have used this to refresh a die, which I'm going to do. I'm going to use that to refresh a die because we got one of those symbols, or we got a pickaxe, right? So I can't do that. We got a pickaxe and we used our 2 things. Okay. So we won't get that die back, which is a bit annoying, but fine. Okay, so that's you done. We need an event. Our event is, does this symbol match? No, it does not. So we advance the time track. Okay. Okay, so we're back to Avery. You've had your go. Okay, what are we going to do here? So we have the option to map the caves. If we get a compass, which I've got no hope of getting unless I roll the Vanguard symbol, we gain 1 mineral. If I roll 2 dice, I go to log 7. If I get a accident, we have to lose a card. I do have a way of re-rolling reds. I have no reds. I mean, I'll be able to recover all of my dice, so maybe I want to do that anyway. I'm just going to roll these 2, I think. This has got more accidents on, right? I'm going to roll these 2. Although the Vanguard symbol seems like it's way too much to but I've got no way of... You know what? You know what? We could get you to help. Spend 1 charge to assist a crew member in any sector. Resting will give us another card, which gives us opportunities to avoid potentially losing supplies, which I feel like could be a nightmare for us. But really, we just need 1 success, right? How hard can it be? I don't know. I'm going to recover, I think. So let's spend 1 supply. Oh, hold on. So, yeah, we should have spent the supplies for you because you're the one who discards charges. So we'll not move it down this one. We'll move it down for the last one. Okay. So we get to recover all of our dice. Is this right? Yeah, we get 7 die and we round up. Okay. So we need a compass. I don't have one. We gather a card, which is during a dice check, re-roll a red one. So let's do this, shall we? We just need a Vanguard symbol or 2. So let's do these 2. Okay. I have no way of re-rolling this blue is the problem, but fine. God damn it. God damn it. Okay. I can re-roll a red die. So, I mean, I may as well. Okay, that's something at least. All I can do is draw 2 cards, so that doesn't help me. Okay. So I don't get what I want. Oh, you know what? I can re-roll a red die again. So let's do that, because it can't get any worse, right? It's the same thing. Okay. So we lose 1 supply or roll a danger die. You know what? Danger die it is. Okay, it's 1 little doodah, which is spend a die. Have I got these the wrong way round? I'm doing these the wrong way round, right? I went to the cave with you and the thing with you. I'm such an idiot. You know, I know this shouldn't be the case, but I'm just going to do this. Because at least then we're looking at the right check. I'm so sorry. Okay, so these 2 go over here. We spend a die. Don't think there's going to be any computers, so we'll spend you. Okay, so that was bad news. You've rested, you've done your thing. We're going to take an event. If none of these icons, we have a moon cheese. We have this symbol here. So cooling malfunction. Expend a red or blue die or roll the danger die. Okay, blue it is. This isn't going fantastic. Right, both of you are back. Now let's make sure we've got the right people in the right places. Okay. I still don't know what happens when we go here. I need to find that out. So we've still got things to do over here first though. So I haven't got 2 green, so I can't even roll this. I've got to rest again. This sucks so bad. Although I could roll and get 2 Vanguards, which feels unlikely. So I'm going to have to rest to get all of my dice back once again. Oh, this sucks. Okay. So you go here, you go here. You go over here and you go here. And we get to draw a section card, which is take a break. Okay. Already got one of those, so I don't think it's going to help me. So we're rolling 2 blues and 2 greens and a blue. Here we go again. We've got too many chances of getting the Vanguard symbol. So, sorry, the accident symbol. Okay, that's good news. That's finally some good news. So we can take the top action, and if we want to, we can refresh a die, which we don't have any in our reserve, so that's great. So we're going to gain a unique discovery. Okay, oops. We have unique discovery here, which is an oxygenating extremophile. When you gain this card, each crew member refreshes 2 dice. That's great. Only one of them is going to refresh 2 dice. What do you need? You need anything, really. So let's take these 2. Because the Vanguard dice, although it's great, there's so many things here, it's going to cause us a problem. You don't get to recover a die, so this can go into our unique discoveries over here. We'll tuck you that way, we'll keep you over here. Okay, that is a ultra rare microorganism, and this isn't a life sample, so we can't use that. You 3 come down here. Okay. And we don't need to roll the danger die, we didn't get an accident. So we gain that, we get 1 success, and we replace this with card P10. Hold on. P10. We've got P10. A P10? I had P10s on my... I thought I had P10s over here, but apparently not. There was another P10. I thought I'd gotten both out. That's the wrong... That's the wrong box of cards. Okay, P10s. So we've used 1 action over here. I thought I'd got both of these out, but apparently not. Or I've lost them. Which is both plausible when you're me. Okay, P10, P11. So P10 is a desert. So the desert is not great. We don't want to end our turn there, is the short answer. Or was that, am I meant to read a log or anything? No. Okay, so the desert, we really want to move, which means I need to find out what happens with this thing. Maybe this is like a nothing space. Although that's the volcano we're trying to get to, isn't it? Okay, well, either way we're going to want to move, because otherwise we have to expend a dice. But let's put pause in here and I'll try and figure out what that space is at the top. Okay, so I believe this is just a space we can travel to. I think it's just that there's nothing there. Although it has got the volcano on, so I'm a bit confused by it. But we are going to travel, we're going to move here, and we are going to spend a die to have the pleasure. I guess we'll get rid of you. Okay, that's us taking our 2 actions, I think. Or were we... Did we rest at the start of that turn? Don't know. Don't know if we did. You know, I think we possibly did. So I'm going to end my sector there and I'm going to discard that die for that. So our event card is, do we have this symbol? We do. Violent eruption. Discard a red and a green die or roll the danger die. Well, I don't have a green die, so I guess we know what we're doing. Okay, it's a symbol prong, which means it's a double prong, which means we gain a wounded injury. Okay, that's not great. Bloody violent eruptions. Don't think I've got any way of stopping it, so we'll take the wounded injury. This is a wounded injury, which means every time we roll this little blood symbol, this happens. We also take a danger die, but I am going to use my med kit. No, I'm not. I can't at the moment. At some point I'll use my med kit to get rid of the die. Okay, so we are wounded. This goes over here. Okay, that's us done. Our turn is no longer available, but yours is, so let's bring this over here. What are we going to do with you? We didn't manage this last time, right? So we're going to try this again. What cards have I got in my hand? Do I not have it? I don't have any. Okay, great. So this is just down to the will of it. Right, and there's no arrow leading up here, so we can't actually achieve these. I'm going to just roll 2 and hope for the best, I think. Now, we have got this over here, which we can roll a blue and gain a microorganism if we get the the symbol, but that would be better for you. So let's roll a red and a blue. It doesn't really matter. Okay, here we go. Oh, God. Okay, so we lose a supply or roll the danger die. Let's roll the danger die, shall we? It's nothing. Hurrah! This was a waste of time. Oh, hold on. Oh, I should have done this before I did it. I'm going to backtrack slightly just because we're still learning. I am going to spend one of these cubes to allow you to roll one of our dies as well. Great. Great, 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 great. We haven't got past the first two spaces. Okay. So that was that. You're just going to rest for your turn, right? You're going to recover all 4 dice. You don't have a thing. We are going to spend our emergency broadcast system. So I'll spend 1 to go down to 1. We're going to spend our emergency broadcast system. That goes back to the awaiting envelope, which is here. And we are going to get 2 supplies back. We are going to need rescuing at this point. Okay, so you have done your 2 actions. So let's flip this over and take an event card. Okay, do we have a skull? No. A moon? Yes. Okay, probably not great. Lose 1 supply or roll the danger die. You know what? At this moment, what's the worst that can happen? We can get a wounded injury. Gain a wounded injury. Okay, good. Oh, man. Okay, here is a wounded injury. We know what they do. I think they're all the same. So, again, if we roll that symbol, we be screwed. Okay. Well, that's the end of that. At least the time track isn't ticking down, I guess, right? So 2 actions. You're both ready to take a turn again. Okay, first things first, we'll start with you. You are going to move over here by discarding a die. Then you are going to rest. So we use another supply, which means you get this back, this back, this back, and this back. Oh, they're in the wrong colours. Hold on. You 2 go there, and you 2 go there. Problem with these ISS, these wild die, is they can really leave you in a pickle, right? So you've done your 2 actions. We have to do another event. Oh God. Okay. Are we in a space with a water symbol? No. A flower symbol? Yes. Devouring torrent. Discard 1. What's this? Discard 1 equipment, personal equipment. Or roll the danger die. I mean, I'm going to get rid of the AI thingy, I think. This is going terribly. Okay, that's you done. Okay, we're back to you. You've got all of your dice. The question is, how the heck do we actually get past this without rolling a thingamajig symbol? Or do we just move on? I really want that lead, but we're getting so many. Oh, hold on, you rested, right? So you get a card, and you rested, so you get a card. They might help. Okay, they don't help that much. Okay, during a dice check, I can re-roll 1 blue die. That's what I've got going on over here. So let's roll 2 blue die. I'm going to try it one last time over here. Okay, we got a Vanguard, which is all we needed to succeed. The problem is this, right? Although we do it... Have I been cocking this? Oh no, because we haven't rolled a Vanguard. We do it from top to bottom. So you can't ever achieve the same thing twice. So I'm going to spend this card to re-roll this, I think. Am I going to spend this card to re-roll this? What's the best that can happen? Nothing. I'm going to leave that there. We're going to spend this one. We have got the Vanguard symbol that we needed. So we gain 1 mineral lead. Finally, we got there. Okay. So we have, please be free, please be free, please be free, please be free. It's 0. Mineral lead, but we do get a card, which is respite. We can refresh a die if we roll that symbol, which is quite nice. So we've done that, and we go to log 7.
Away team, exploration report 27B.
We found trace amounts of water on the cave floor, but the central corridor ended in a massive cave-in. The sensors detected unusual vibrations from the other side of the rubble, as well as something that might have been a substantial concentration of water. Unfortunately, breaking through would require a large-scale excavation effort.
Okay. Replace POI in this sector with POI 81. POI 81. Is there any one of those? No, there's a few. Okay, so I'm guessing we choose one. Okay, it's this one, which is a cave-in. Maybe they're both cave-ins, maybe they're exactly the same. Okay, cave-in. Time to bring out the heavy equipment. Clear the cave. If we get a wrench or a red and a blue, we move this along. Otherwise, we have to roll the danger die. I mean, this feels unlikely, right? So let's put you here. You can go back there. That can go back over there. Okay. I mean, this feels massively unlikely. We can leave this place, though. And I think that's what we're going to do. Because staying where we are, there's a load of symbols, and there's no way we're going to roll 2 red and green and blue. So I'm going to move over here. We're going to discard this green die. Okay. That is us done. So this one says, an active lava zone with temperatures in excess of 1200 Kelvin. Scout the lava zone. Gain a unique discovery if we get 2 successes of symbols that we don't have. And if we do 2 red and a blue, we gain 2 mineral leads and replace the card PO75. Okay, oh, hold on. We were meant to roll a die, or a danger die, no, an accident die. Nothing happened. Okay. Okay, good. So that was our 2 actions. We need to do an event, which is overwhelming force. If we have this symbol, we do not. So that's good news. Okay, we cannot leave this zone until we do some bits and pieces, but okay, let's turn this back over. We've both got our turns available. You can come over here and help us out with these checks. I mean, again, you've got none of the symbols that we need. Okay, first things first, you're going to spend your med equipment to remove the injury die from here. That's not an action, I don't believe. Okay. Then you are going to move by discarding a die. We need 2 reds and a blue, so let's get rid of the... Do we take the risk on the Vanguard? Let's do it. So I'm going to keep this. I'm going to get rid of the Vanguard die. And we are going to just do a check here, I think, with just this 1 green die. Because if we get 2 Vanguards, which is highly unlikely... You know what, use a blue one as well. Okay, but this ups our chances of getting a thing. Oh, we were going to get rid of one of these. Okay, it's ups the chance of getting something bad. Here we go. Okay, we got something bad. We've got a normal symbol, which doesn't help us. I can re-roll any die. Let's re-roll this one. great. Can you help us with anything? I can re-roll a blue die. That won't necessarily help me. Okay, I was aiming to get this, but knowing that if we rolled the worst case scenario, we can do the bottom action, roll the danger die, and still move to the second one. So I don't think there's any point in us doing that. Can use this as an eyeball. We don't have any of those, so these go over here into our discard. We have to roll the danger die again. It's a 3 symbol. I don't think that is anything. That's nothing on this place, so that's pretty good news. And then we gain 2 mineral leads. Okay, we've got 0 currently. What are we going to get this time? We have a 0 again. And we have a 2. Nice. Okay. So we did that. And we replace with card P075. There's a couple of those as well. Okay, P075 is Treacherous Campsite. Oh, that sounds delightful. Okay. Treacherous Campsite. Barely holding back the elements. Whether you rest or exert in this sector, whenever you rest or exert in this sector, refresh all of your die. Make camp. You or an assisting crew member discard 1 injury die. Oh, hold on. That was you making these things, right? You moved and then did your thing. So was it you doing it? Yeah. So you're done. You're an assisting crew member, can draw a section card. Okay. So make camp, and whenever you rest in this sector, you refresh all of your dice. Okay. And then we moved and we did a thing, so we have to draw an event card, which is, do we have a flower pot or a moon? Or a shot? We don't. We move up the time track. Okay. Okay, so that's you done. We're back over to Avery. So we can camp, which means we'll be able to rest everything, but we'd be doing that anyway. So it feels like we should move, right? Rich deposits. If we come down here, if we get a wrench and a thing, we can... if we get a wrench and a pickaxe, we can gain 2 mineral leads, and if not, we gain 2 mineral leads. But we have to roll the danger die to get there. You know what? It's been one of those missions. Okay, 2 prongs. That is an injury. Gain a wounded injury. That's injury number 2 for us. It's not great. Okay, so this goes here. These go here. But we have moved down to here. So that was our first action. Action number 2 is going to be us doing a check. So this is long-range scans indicate an unusual concentration of heavy elements. So we are going to roll our pickaxe and our blue, I guess. Both are blue. Okay, and the danger die, and injury die, and a second injury die. Okay, this sounds bad. Okay, that is not as bad as it could be. So first things first, we discard a die, so they go back over here. Then we got 2 vanguards, we got a pickaxe, so we've already succeeded regardless, but we got 2 vanguards, we got a pickaxe, and we got a computer. I've got no section cards. Oh no, that's a lie. I've got 1. Roll 1 from your spent pool and add it to your roll pool. We didn't need to do that anyway. So we have done this top, so we get 2 mineral leads. Come on, we just need 1. We got a 0. Good. And we got a 2. Okay, so we got 4. That's a bit of a waste. I don't think you can spread them over. I'll have a check in a second. These 2 go in here. That one goes over there. And mineral discovery is veiny impactite. Ship management. When you unload, you may discard this card to draw 1 random microorganism discovery. Okay. So we've got 2 discoveries. None of them are the discoveries we were looking for. Okay, great. And go to log P140. No, replace with P140. That's the wrong box of cards. This is the ones we want. P140. Okay, this is P140. The Hanging Gardens, I think that says. The Hanging Gardens. Colourful garlands of meaty leaves hang from stone shelves and dip into murky puddles. Examine the leaves. We have to do a danger die roll. If we get two science, a science and a atomy thing, can't remember what that's called, we can move this track along. Feels like that might be too much for us to do with the situation we're currently in, considering we have no die. If this event card causes us to pull a die, we're in trouble. Okay. Do we have this symbol? No, we do not. Thankfully. Okay. That's us done. These go over here. So the only thing I could do is roll a die from my spent pool. I don't need to do that. Here's a question for you. This symbol down here, so we can get an eyeball. We had two, well, this is our dice roll result. So we had two Vanguards, one pickaxe. So I could use a pickaxe and a Vanguard for that last check that we did. Do I have a Vanguard left over, and could I use it for that? That's my question, and that's where I'm going to go to find out. Bear with me 1 second. Okay, so we can trigger this at any point. So with our extra Vanguard roll that we got, we can gain 1 microorganism lead. Again, not the lead that we need for our rank up, unfortunately, but let's reach into the bag. We have 0 charges. What are the chances? Okay. plus one charge, which is great because you don't have to use charge. You can spend a charge to not use supplies. Okay, so this goes here. We're probably not going to do that. We've done all of our actions. We moved and we did a check. As I said before, if we get, we've done our event card, right? So we are done. We can turn these back over to available. And we have to choose who's going first. Either way, we're going to be resting. I'm pretty sure of that. And you are likely to have to move twice, in all honesty, because of circumstances. What are we going to do here? I don't think we can risk it down here. So I'm going to roll the danger die to move. Do I have to roll? I guess I have to roll the injury dice when I'm rolling the danger die, right? Okay, that feels like bad news. I'm just going to check that that's the case. Bear with me. Okay, so there is good news and bad news. We don't have to roll the injury die when we're doing this dice roll. However, we did roll a gain a wounded injury, which is bad news. One more injury, and there is a death on the cards. Don't know what we can do to stop that, really. So this goes here, this goes here, this goes here. We get another one of these yellow die. This goes over here, and we move to here, and then we are going to rest. So we can't make a dice roll here to do anything. So we're just going to spend this to do our supplies off our charge off our board. And we're going to get our dice back. So let's get our greenie over here. Let's get this blue. Let's get this red. I don't want any more Vanguards. Let's get this compass. That's all of them, right? Let's get this red instead of that compass. Okay, that's our move. That's our thing. Nothing else we can do. We moved and we rested. We gain a card, which is during a dice roll you can convert to pickaxes, specialized tools, refresh 2 blue dice. That's nice. If we get a pickaxe, okay. So that's your turn. We need to do an event card. We could be in trouble. Is there a moon symbol? There is a moon symbol. You may discard a die and roll the danger die. Sorry, exhaust a die and roll a danger die to gain 2 supplies. We cannot afford to do that. That is us done. Okay. So that's us done over here. So we're over back to Saba, who I think is going to... We can make a dice roll here. If we get a Vanguard or a... we can discard an injury die. We don't need to do it. We're just going to spend a supply to get 4 of our dice back. We don't know what we're going to need, so let's get... one of you. One of you. One of you. And I guess we'll take another... Do we want the Vanguard? There's too many... Let's take the Vanguard. Addicted to the Vanguard. We are then going to move. And we're going to have to exhaust a die. So let's get rid of this one. Let's get rid of this one. You know what? No, let's keep this one because it acts as an eyeball. Let's get rid of that one. Let's get rid of that one. Okay, so we are moving up here. We're going to log 6. Here we go.
This is the away team. We're about to enter the fissures on the largest active volcano in the area. We're detecting abnormal seismic patterns. There are also layers of magnetic compounds scattered all over the mountainside. Expect radio interruptions.
Copy that, away team. If you don't make contact in an hour, we're sending in a rescue team.
You might need to send it sooner than that. Okay. Are you on Brimstone? Yes, yes I am.
Say again, Team 1. We're losing your signal.
We're inside the mountain. We found of the seismic disturbance. It is some sort of mechanism stuck in a large magma reservoir. It's...
Exercise caution, Team 1. We don't know if...
moving towards us! We're...
Okay, there's an extra line here. It says the energy pulse destabilized the... We're... Place card P001 on top of any cards in this sector. P001. Is this sector this, or is this sector just the one we're in? I'm not sure. It's the wrong bloody box again. Hold on. P001. P001 is here. Okay. Nothing of importance. Okay. What else does it say to do? Place the aggregator behemoth in this sector. Place the aggregator behemoth threat card in the designated slot above the planet board. If this is your first threat you've ever found, remember to check the threat rules in chapter 3. I need an aggregator behemoth. There is a thing in here that tells you what all of the things are, I think. Somewhere. Here we are. What does an aggregator behemoth look like? Okay, I see it. Let me put a pause in and we'll get all the stuff we need. Okay, we are back. So, what have we got going on? We've got place card P001 into this location. We've done that. This mission card says fully explore sector with the bird icon. We've done that. When you fulfill this objective, you'll be asked to discard this card. So, this is done. This one was the mission that we can't do, which was have at least 3 discoveries on your lander board. Oh, hold on. 3 discoveries. We've got 3 discoveries on our lander board, right? I'm assuming these are unique discoveries, so they count. So we should gain a success for this one at the very least. We might be dead in a minute anyway. But then it says place card P0001 on here, which is nothing important. Place the aggregator behemoth on that space. We'll lay him down. We've got little stands, but we'll lay him down. Place the aggregator behemoth threat card in the designated spot on the board. So this is the threat card. An Eye of the Void atop biomechanical carapace. Defeat it. We have to move this track along to V40, but we need to get these. Or If we roll a computer or this, we move the eradication beam track along. And then travel. If there is no crew member in this sector with the aggregator behemoth, moves 2 sectors towards the nearest crew member. Attack. If each crew member in the sector, that we have to discard a die. If there is none, travel and then move the eradication beam, and then attack and reset this track. So he's going to move and then attack us, or attack us in this turn. But this is when the time track moves along. So the same as everything else, if the time track moves, we do this. I'm going to tuck this here for now. It's just about in shot. And we're meant to use these little time symbols, but this feels just as good, I think, to me. Okay. So that goes off the board to begin with, right? We're in serious trouble. Well, we're not in serious trouble, but we've used our 2 actions. So it's going to be an event card, which is, oh no, hold on, there's more. The Aggro Behemoth threat card in the designated slot. If this is your first threat, read the rules. We've done that. The Aggro Behemoth becomes active. Read the threat card and apply the rule whenever it's necessary. Replace your current global card with GO4. We should do that. Okay, here is GO4. If we get a Vanguard, we get to draw a section card. Discard this condition. Travel, move. We can discard a die or move to do it. So that goes in there. And we'll keep this at the top here. Okay, so that's that bit done. Find and reveal, replace the current global track. Warning, when its time track runs out, you die. What? Well, how am I meant to get away from this thing? That's the wrong card. That's how I get away from this thing. I was like, what are you talking about? There's more than one GO3. That's me being an idiot. GO4, please be nicer. Okay, erupting volcano. Yeah, that sounds nicer. This area is unstable. We must evacuate. So roll a dice check. We move to a connected area. If we get an accident, we have to roll the danger die. And this log takes us to G36. If it runs out, we die. Okay, so we've got more time. That's the plus point. Find and reveal mission card M34 and discard mission card M10. Okay, we can do that. This took a turn. We were having a lovely little stroll round. Okay, mission card M10. Escape the planet. Eruption imminent. Please evacuate. Objective, leave the planet before the supervolcano erupts. Discard the mission card when you leave the planet. Okay. Final reveal mission card and mission M31 also gets discarded. Okay. If the Dust Storm Threat card and Standee are revealed, discard them. Okay. They're not. Okay. Move 016 secondary objective, toppling the Titan to the awaiting envelope. Okay, that's over here. Secondary objective. So you get these main campaign objectives and you get secondary objectives. And this is 016, toppling the Titan. Right, so this can go in our awaiting envelope as well with everything else. I need a bigger desk. Okay, awaiting envelope. There we go. Anything else? No, thank God for that. Okay, so we have had our turn. We now have to draw an event card. So our event card is, are we in a location with the moon, this or this? We are not, which means we progress the time track, which means this thing travels and attacks. So because it's in a location with this, it's not going to travel. Each crew member in this sector must discard a die. Okay, we'll get rid of this one, I guess. Okay, so that's that done. And now it's back to our go. So let's flip this over. We're just going to move, right? Ironically, I guess we need to be close together and we don't want to be discarding dice and waiting here for too long. So we just want to get out of here. Did we? Yeah, leave the planet before the supervolcano erupts. So we just need to get to the lander, which is over here. Okay. Well, let's start with... Let's start with just moving, shall we? We're moving twice with both of them, so it doesn't really make much difference. Let's start with you. So we're going to move here. This action is a dice check. So purple dice check. If we get an accident, we have to roll the danger die. We did not. Could I change this into anything? No. I could change it into an eyeball. Doesn't help us. So that's one move. Then we're going to move here, so I just have to discard a die. So let's get rid of the Vanguard one, because that's likely to have accidents on. That's our 2 turns. So our 2 actions left go down to 1. We've used this. We need to draw an event card. The event card is... Do we have this symbol? No, 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 and no. If no icons match, move the time track. So you move along 1. And you are going to travel. So you go into this space here. Uh-oh. Okay, now it's our go over here. We're going to use our 2 actions. So we are going to expend a die. Let's get rid of this one to go over here. And we have to, yeah, this is just discard a die. So that's fine. And then we're going to move again right over here, which is discard another die. Okay, so that's that done. Oh no, we are going to have to do a dice check down here. That's horrendous news. I've got a med kit, but it only recovers a die. We're going to have to do a dice check, and if we get a an accident, we die. Okay. Was this our... That was from the last turn, sorry. So we're now doing one. Right, okay. So do we have this symbol? It's a crystal or a thing. We do not. So this time track moves along. And this time track moves along. They attack and attack and they reset. So that goes back to the start. So there are no crew members. So we have to move the eradication beam along. And it attacked twice. So this goes along 2. Okay. Great. So each crew member that ends their turn has to discard a die. Did I do that? I don't think I did. Okay, I'm going to have to rest. So I'm going to discard a die. Oh no, hold on. Let's start with you, I think. So we are going to rest and then move, because we should have discarded a die last time. So let's do that. Then let's get our 4 dice back by resting. Okay, so that's action number 1. Let's move. So I have to do a dice check. I'm going to roll a blue one and hope for the best. Okay, we are fine on the blue. That goes over there. We are... Oh, hold on. No, this is not good, because we've got to roll these. No, a travel isn't a dice check. Or is it? It's a dice check over here, right? Hold on a sec. Okay, to travel along here, you have to do a dice check, which matches out over here. And because we're doing a dice check, we have to roll these dice. If we get a blood symbol on any one of those, before I do that, let's spend our med kit to discard one of these. I should have done that ages ago. But we are going to... That was a green die that I needed to get rid of. Okay. We are going to roll these. If we get any one of these single blood icons, we die. We did get a single blood icon. Have I got any way of re-rolling? I don't think I have. If you're in a... I can discard this symbol to roll any die from our spent symbols. That doesn't help me. I think I am dead. I don't think there's anything I can do, because that symbol... Oh no, that symbol means discard a die. I'm an idiot. Okay, we can just get rid of this one. Okay. Phew. I thought that was it for us, but it's just discard a die. Okay, so we are now here, and when we are here, we have to discard a die. Okay, now we do an event symbol. This could be bad. This is it. Is this symbol here? It is not. If no icons match, discard this card and progress all time tracks. So this one goes on here, and this one goes on here. So we travel. When we travel, move 2 sectors. It only needs to move 1, so it comes here, and it's going to force us to discard a die. Great, that's that one done. We're in so much trouble. Okay, so as an action, we are going to exhaust a die, which means we get rid of it entirely from our board. So we'll tuck that over there, which means we can then recover all of our die. Exhaust, where is it? To refresh 5 die, it says it on the board. So that's fine, we'll get all of these back, and that is not an action. We should probably make more use of that at times. Like the Vanguard die we could use more often than not, I think. Okay, so action 1, we're going to move over here and discard a die. And action 2, we're going to do a dice check. We are fine to move here. I just don't know when we can evacuate. Leave the planet before the volcano. So how do we leave the planet? Let's just see if there's anything here. Bear with me. Okay, so to leave, we have to do the lift-off action, which may only be performed by a crew member in the lander sector. Other crew members must agree to the lift-off. We have used all of our actions. So we are doing an event card. We are exhausting a die. And we are doing an event card, which is, are we in any of these sectors? No, we are not. No. So we move the time track along. I think that should be on that one. And you go and travel twice. So 1, 2, you're down here with us. But that is that. We come back to our turns. We are going to take the lift-off action. We all get aboard the lander and we get the F out of here, because that thing's scary and this planet was a hellhole. We're never coming back to Brimstone. There you go. Right, we've finished the planetary exploration phase. Thank God for that. So lift-off 440. Is the aggregator behemoth threat on the board? Yes.
Captain's log. Entry D215.
I won't lie. That ancient war machine buried deep under the surface of the planet, it caught us by surprise. From now on, we need to expect more surprises like this one. The technology was unmistakably identical to the defense emplacements built around the Eye of the Void. Whatever the builder's plan was, this young race does its best to make sure no one can follow up on it. Who knows how powerful they are, and how many systems they control. Having such a warlike species in our part of the galaxy fills me with unease. Just like the fact that each piece of their technology we found so far seemed millennia old. If they could build things like that ages ago, who knows how powerful they are now. The codename our science team has for them is the Irrigators. An apt name, considering they seem to be hell-bent on claiming every world for themselves. Let us hope they haven't already claimed half of the galaxy.
Was I calling them agitators? You know what I meant. Congratulations, you completed this. I don't feel like it's too much of a congratulations. Avery was 1 wound away from death. Are you on Everstorm? No. All crew members who are not in the lander sector are killed. Remove the crew member cards from their rank sleeve and store the rank sleeve in the corresponding select command and place the crew member card on the crew board. If no crew member is in the landing sector, the lander and all of its contents are lost. What do we do then? Shuffle all unique discoveries and other recoveries back into their deck, so we don't need to worry about that. Open the ship book, page 19, Harbinger, and flip the lander card representing your current lander over. Okay. Open the ship book at page 25, leaving the planet, and begin ship management. Okay, we'll do this as best we can. Okay, ship management, page 25. What we got going on then? So, page 25, leaving the planet. Clean up components. Each crew member returns their section cards I can do that. We didn't really make much use of these, all these construction arms. I don't think the situation came up where we were going to be massively useful, but I didn't check enough. Okay, you go here, you go here. These two are the wrong way round. You go there. Okay, so that's all of those. Then go back to the section boxes. We'll do that as we go. So these are the section boxes. I've been tucking these right at the back because they just help by having them there. Okay, that means we can pick them up easier next time. Each crew member returns a section on section dice. Okay, we can do that. It's going to be a bit noisy, I apologise. Okay, come on, there we go. There's all of our section die back in the thing. To their compartments, return all equipment cards to the planet's board. We can do that as well. Okay. Return any POIs with a don't save icon to card tray A. Okay, so I'll take those out. This is with the don't save icon, so we'll tuck that over there. Okay, place any POI cards with the don't save icon card A. Return any threats with the don't save icon into the box along with the machines. Return any optional missions to card trade A. Return all lead tokens to the bag. We only had one, and the ones we actually got. Wasn't a massively successful mission on gaining those things. Okay. Return all turn tokens. Don't mind if I do. That's those done. Return all global condition cards. We can do that as well. I'm so pleased we got that global condition and not the one I thought it was, because that was literally 2 time tracks. Would have been absolutely screwed. Okay. Right, well, we need to know if we get Geo free, we're in serious trouble. Okay, return all global. Make sure the following components are left on the table: the planet board with all reveal POI without save icons, non-optional missions. Yeah, this wasn't optional, right? Unclaimed unique discoveries and threats without the X icon. So that's the behemoth. Yeah. Crew board, crew cards, and any injury cards. The lander board with its mod, gathered discoveries and unique. We need to go to docking. Okay, docking is if there is at least one mission card on the planet board, or there is a mission fail token on the start step 1. Mission failure. We return the rank up card. If there is at least one mission card on the planet board. No, we did this, right? We escaped the thing. Discard this mission when you leave the planet. Okay, we did this, so we don't need to do one. Okay. Discard excess discoveries. We don't need to do that. Assemble available crew members. Each player takes crew members from resting and puts them in the awaiting envelope. Let me grab it because it's on the floor. Okay, so all crew members from resting. So we've got quite a few of them. Okay, they're in resting. Takes all crew members from resting. Crew members on the cardboard where they are for now. Players who control more than one section keep their available crew members. Crew members are in hand. Note, when you never assign your last crew member, go to debriefing. Promote crew members. If a rank up card was flipped, it was not. So that goes back into the rank up piles. Okay. Create a success pool. We've got 4 plus 2 from the previous. Take all the success tokens from the lander or success token slot on the planet board. Add any success tokens from the bag. We've got 2 in there. So that is not enough to get another die because we've already got 7, right? So it costs the same amount as what we've got. So we've got 6 in total. Okay. Buy or sell dice. You may buy new dice for each section. I'm going to pass on that for now. You may also sell from each section. I'm going to pass on that. We go to unloading. Okay, we're flying through this. Unload unique discoveries. So we have a unique discovery here. In any order, resolve when unloaded effects. Nothing on this one. Unique discovery or in the found discoveries. Have I got any when unloaded? Ship management. When unloaded, you may discard this to draw one random microorganism discovery. I'm just going to quickly check our I'm assuming this is allowed to quickly check our research, wherever that is. Where is research? Back one. So, because this will tell us what we need to do, right? We need one microorganism, which we've got, although it's ultra rare. We need one mineral. What have we got in here? Gathered discoveries. We have another mineral here, and we need one alien tech, which we've got. So, if I got rid of our mineral, we wouldn't be able to do... Oh no, I would be able to do this one because I've got it. So I could potentially use those two for that. One microorganism. So maybe I change our mineral from microorganism and hope it's not an ultra rare one, because I feel like that's going to come in handy. So let's do that. We're going to get rid of this. You may draw one random microorganism, and we'll take this, which we have a rare. A transdimensional prion. During a dice check you may discard. We don't need to worry about that, so let's do that. Okay. And this one will keep as well. So, we're still doing our... So if we come back to this... Hold on one second. Let's just make sure we go through this okay. Oh, there we go. So, in any order, when resolved, effects, we've done that. Unique discoveries with numbers 33 and higher are not slotted into the card holder. Gain bridge, but if you fill a complete row, so this goes into here, and we have filled in a complete row across here with our unique discovery. So if you complete a full row, gain the bridge discovery. The bridge discovery is B11. Okay, B11 is a haul of trophies. Whenever you have 3 or fewer energy, no success at the start of the bridge step, add 1 success to your pool. Okay, that's not horrendous. And it goes into our awaiting, would you believe? Unload other discoveries. When unloaded, effect of any other discoveries, place them in the gathered discovery section. Okay, that's those there. Perfect. Store the lander. Okay, we'll do that in a second. Go to medbay. Uh-oh. Okay. Install medbay upgrades. We don't have any. Release non-injured crewmates. Move any crew members from the away team with no injuries to the resting crew. So this is neither of them. Okay. Injured crew members go to medbay. So 3 injuries is critical. So you go over here. 1 injury is... not too bad. 1 injury puts them into the first slot, so you can go up here in the med bay. There you go. Okay. Well, no, hold on. Critical is going to be bad. Crew members in med bay recover. Move each crew member in med bay slot 1 to the right. Okay, so you are healed. It's a miracle. Where are our people? They're in the bag, so we'll tuck you in the awaiting bag as well. Oh, there's a lot of admin. Okay. Okay, make a survival check. Each crew member in a critical injury slot must make a survival check by rolling 3 injury die. Okay. If we roll this symbol, if you roll 1 and 1 of these, or 2, let's just read it again. Check by rolling 3 injury dice. If you roll 1 of these and 1 of these, or 2 of these, the crew member dies. Remove the card from the rank sleeve, place the rank back in the box. Survival check rolls may only be modified by med bay upgrades. So if we get 1 of these and 1 of these, or 2 of these, we're dead. Here we go. Oh my lord, we survived. Okay, well that's fantastic news. Good work, Avery. Avery Dodge by name, Dodge by nature. Love that. Okay, Go to the memorial wall. We don't have any people who are dead. Okay. That is great. Save point. Record your current planet board. That's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to get one of these little sheets out and write up all of our planet stuff so that if we ever come back to this place, we know what we're doing. So let me get that sorted, and we'll pick this up again next time. I hope you've enjoyed this. Next time we'll be back with upgrading our ship. I'm going to be honest, that's the best bit of the game. What I'd like to see, maybe it comes later, is it'd be nice if you actually got alien tech that was ready to go, right? An equipment card that you found on a planet that you could actually use, rather than it's got to go through research, then it's got to go through production, then it's got, so it'd be nice to have those things. But we'll pick it up again next time. If I'm getting anything wrong, if I am getting anything wrong, this is the 3rd episode I've recorded and they haven't gone live yet, because I want to get ahead of the recording just in case something comes up and I have to skip a few weeks. So with that being in mind, there could be a point where you guys tell me, oh, you got all of these things wrong, and then I'm we'll have to correct after that. But just bear in mind, if you are giving me feedback now, I won't see it until the end of this recording. I suspect it might be like episode 5 or so by the time we get to that. It might be more, I'm not sure, but I'm enjoying it. It's just, so if I don't know if you saw episode 1, I was saying that I didn't really like the dice checks, and I think early on I rolled a lot of accidents, which is my typical. I know people talk about dice luck and stuff. That's my typical dice rolling. And then we had we've got the time tracks. I just feel like with the time tracks, there's a lot of pressure on doing something that if it's every mission, it becomes a bit of a pain. If you go to a planet and it's kind of take your time, have a look around, but you've got the supplies dice check, or sorry, the supplies time track, which means you're going to run out of time. You've got the global conditions time track, that means you're going to run out of play. You've potentially got time tracks on, like these ones, you have to do 5 successes on these things. Obviously you could come back and do stuff, but and you don't want everything to be too easy. But at the same time, if every mission is follow these time tracks down to the to the wire, you're running out of supplies. You become worse for trying to achieve stuff. It becomes a bit agitating, rather than exciting. And I think that's sometimes my feeling with it. We could land on a planet, we could have failed all of these things and have no supplies, and then you're immediately failing without doing anything, right? So it can be a bit annoying, but I will say that the admin stuff does somewhat make up for it. I'd like to get to a point where I feel strong, but who knows if that's the case, but there you go. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like, leave a comment. Go and check out the campaign blog on Patreon. It's free to read over there, and lots of other content over there if you do want to support the channel. But if not, just hitting like, hitting share, hitting subscribe, leaving a comment, all of those things, even if it's just an emoji or anything in the comments, really does mean a huge amount. Thank you so much. See you again soon.